MVP, off to a great start this year. Had 2 rushing touchdowns to go with 2 passing touchdowns in that crazy opener against the Baltimore Ravens. So Buffalo will kick off. They won the toss. They have deferred. Matt Prater to kick off. Malik Washington.
And Dolphins gets the ball.
Return touchdown against New England 4 days ago. Ready to receive on a perfect night. Temperature in the upper 60s. A light breeze. And off we go from the goal line. D. Eskridge will run it back. To the outside. He goes with some room. And the Dolphins get just what they need to start things. A run back all the way to the 50-yard line. Dorian Strong runs him out. So Tagovailoa.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Takes over after the 54-yard run back against the Bills. 1-8. 9 TDs, 10 picks. They have had his number.
Now the challenge tonight. He's got 4 new offensive linemen. The center, really the only experienced man up front on the road. They got to communicate and play together.
Of course, his blind side, since he's a lefty, is the right side. They start with play action. Throws, that's caught. Reaching up for it, making the grab that time is Washington. Tyler Johnson runs him out of bounds. It'll be 2nd down and 5 after a gain of 5.
Miami is obviously built with speed. Buffalo wants to do everything in their power as a defensive unit to keep this speed in front of them, not give these fleet-footed receivers and backs a lot of space. They're going to leverage the football and rally.
Well, 2 years ago when they led the league in offense, they were a track meet. 2nd and 5.
2nd down and 5.
A run on the inside, stuff. A-chain. South of the line of scrimmage, it'll be 3rd down. So the Bills have their own problems in terms of defense.
And Oliver.
And Matt Milano are both out today.
Matt Milano.
Two starters out. Walker, who just made a heck of a play, the rookie out of Kentucky.
And 1-yard gain on the play, and it's 3rd down and 4.
Dorian Williams in for Matt Milano. He led the Bills defense last year in tackles with Milano out, so that's a lot of experience.
And the gun on the 3rd down and 4. To the outside. And is the catch made? It is. Right.
And it's the 1st down.
Hill holds it in, covered by Benford. And that's the 1st down.
What a battle into the boundary here. Benford is a physical corner, wants to get his hands on the receiver. He's going up against the quickest receiver in the NFL. What a crest look there. Tyreek Hill with a little slippery move to the inside, works to the outside, and then the fingertip catch him 2 feet down for the 1st down. Great look at it right there. Ooh.
So they get the long run back, pick up a 1st down on their 1st possession. A-Chan in the backfield. 2 fakes. Then he goes A-Chan. And he goes down the sideline for a 1st down. Julian Hill, tight end, makes the block there.
Kind of flash a screen to the right. Watch Tua's action. Watch the defense react to it. Moving angle, a little fake. Now you get the defense to move, to hesitate. That's all you want to do. Get him to hesitate just a bit. And you got the escort screen on the other side there. The tight end, Julian Hill, out in front.
From the 21. Andy Gordon now in the backfield with Tua. Give it to him over the left side. So the Dolphins have been playing from behind. A killer in the opener against Indianapolis. Remember the game last week had a fight from behind.
Mike McDaniel's head coach.
Yeah, that's such a great point because they haven't really been able to run the football. I mean, this is a team that really prides itself on running that outside zone, running the football to set up the rhythmic play action, in-breaking play action pass game.
It's a gain of 3 yards. 2nd down and 7.
Gordon, a rookie out of Oklahoma State, stays in at running back. 2nd and 7. Play fake. Pass is caught. Looking for some room.
Caught by Washington, and it's a 1st down. Flag is down. Let's see what the call is. It's an ineligible man downfield against Miami. Yes. Alan Atkins is last night's referee. Ineligible man downfield against Smith.
Look at him right here. He just gets downfield. Yeah, he's about 4 or 5 yards downfield. So it's the first setback here in this opening drive.
Willing in the first and goal instead of the second and 12.
Second down and 12.
To the outside, Achane. There's some room. And he's close to a first down. So second and 12. They're going to spot it about a yard shy. Third and 1 will come in.
Obviously, this Miami offense, it's not just Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Achane, as it shows you right there, is 5.
It's a gain of 11. Third down and 1.
Also, just a great instinctive back.
Third down 1.
Penetration. He was able to feel it and then bounce to the outside and able to accelerate upfield, give him a shot here on third and short.
Gordon is the running back. 7th play in the opening drive. The rookie takes it. And Gordon to the 4.
And he has 3 shots to get a touchdown.
Tell you what, we came into this game wondering how this offensive line on a short week in a hostile environment with really 4 new starters up front would respond. Look at the movement on third and short. Just pushing people around, and with not having Ed Oliver in the interior, they're able to control the line of scrimmage and get the big fella the football there and got some positive yards.
Gordon staying in on a first and goal. Takes it again, but slips before he gets to the line of scrimmage. Second down and goal.
2 shots left.
Dolphins are looking like a team that's sick about reading how bad they are.
As we said in the open, forget about the X's and O's. Just show up with a chip on your shoulder and come out swinging. See where things stand at the end of 60 minutes. Mike McDaniel has his team with the right mindset. He did tell us 2 things. We've got to win the turnover margin, and when we get in the red area, we cannot kick field goals. We've got to get touchdowns if we want to beat Josh Allen and the Bills here.
Attack formation. Tua packing.
That is caught by Washington again. Last shot to get a touchdown.
Terrell Bernard to save a touchdown at the 1 yard line, maybe just short of the 1.5 third down and goal.
He's looking at Tyreek Hill here out on the outside, trying to work into the middle to take him away, so he just checks it down. And again, there's some space there. Came pretty close. Good job of filling up there by Taylor Matt, the safety, keep him out of the end zone.
Third and goal. This is the 10th play of Miami's opening drive.
Alvin Gordon, the rookie, the big back, 225 behind the quarterback.
Ball spotted right at the 2. Again, Gordon.
They'll take us to a Miami touchdown.
So the Miami Dolphins not given very much of a chance in this game. Say, hold on to it.
Ollie Gordon the second.
Half into the game.
Now, I think you and I are thinking and seeing the same thing. This is a team that kind of showed up in a bad mood, and this is what they really haven't had, is a power back. This rookie, Ollie Gordon, they challenged him to lose some weight, get motivated, be a guy that can be their short yardage and red zone back, and he definitely showed up tonight. A couple times he got his hands on the football, so Tua does a great job there leading this team. The big kickoff return to kind of set the tone, and they take advantage of it with 7 points up on the board.
Made the extra points, and Bills gets the ball.
Next year.
All of the Bills next year. Meanwhile, running it back from the goal line is Codrington. Brandon Codrington stopped at about the 31-yard line. And here comes Allen for the first time tonight.
Josh Allen is the quarterback.
Great night on opening night. Won his last 11 home starts. 67 touchdown run second.
The flag is down.
After the whistle, I think it's going to be on the Bills.
Oh, you're kidding.
They're already moving back.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 85 of the receiving team.
Wow. Watch this.
Will be forced half the distance to the goal.
Hawes, what are you doing?
Yeah, Jackson Hawes.
Yeah, Hawes, he could have gone 85 and then 57 there at the end as well. But that's, unlike what Miami did with a big return, Josh Allen will start at his own 15-yard line.
Sean McDermott, his pedigree is defense. Offensive coordinator is Joe Brady. He calls the plays. And here we go with the Bills' first play from scrimmage. Little pump fake and then the pass at the sideline. Incomplete. Almost one-handed by
The pass interference is called against the Dolphins.
And the Bills are moving up ahead.
This is a big part of tonight's game, the cornerback position of the
Pass
Dolphins.
interference, number 23 to defense.
Yes! It's against Jones.
You got 4 corners out tonight for Miami. So Jack Jones, who signed with the Dolphins in late July, is starting on one side. And Rasul Douglas, the former Bill, just signed a few weeks ago, late August, on the other side at corner.
20-yard penalty, first down at the 35-yard line. Allen hangs in. Pass is caught up at the 38 and tackled at the 40-yard line. That time is James Cook coming out of the backfield. Already established as one of the best running backs in the NFL.
And it's a 5-yard gain. Second down and 5.
Against the Jets.
Yeah, they're 21 for 132 yards and a couple of scores. I really think
Running back James Cook.
Overshadowed superstars in the NFL, and I think it's because of Josh Allen. He does such a good job in so many different areas for this offense.
Second and 5. They go with 3 tight ends. It's a formation they've been using very often of late. Here's Clark, breaks it in the Dolphin territory. Quickly take it down at the
And it's the first down for the Bills.
Gets to the line of scrimmage. Is off to the races again. Gain of 16.
I almost talked about the 3 tight ends. Here's 2 of them on the left. What I love about this Bills offense is the backside. They finish blocks because they know the vision and the patience of James Cook. The ball is liable to bounce anywhere. He bounces it often, presses, and then bounces to the backside, makes one guy miss, and with his speed, you better hold on to your hat because he can take it all the way.
Come up with 3 tight again. 7 minutes to go in the quarter. Cook again. Cook.
Another first down against the Bills by James Cook.
Personnel, it's pretty obvious this year, 12 of 13 snaps, they run the football. They let you know we're going to run the ball, and can you stand up to them? This is what we saw last week in their game when they just decided to get physical and run the football against the Jets. Josh Allen didn't have to do much. They got into that 13 personnel and just beat them up front.
They ran for 224 yards last Sunday. Caller's number again. This time to the 30-yard short game. We go to Kaylee.
You'll see Josh Allen wearing a visor on his helmet tonight. It's for protection after he got popped.
There's a gain of 3 on the play. Second down, 7.
Profusely, even though he only missed 2 plays. He practiced with it all this week, and he told us he wore a visor through college. Then admitted he just did it for swag back then. And when he got to the league, he said he didn't want to be the rookie trying to look cool, but tonight he needs it.
Gordon Laramie at the University of Wyoming, first-round pick back in 18. Now Ray Davis is in the backfield, spelling Cook. Second down and 7. Palmer comes in motion to a wing.
It's caught by Kincaid. It's another first down, yes.
Great job of just showing patience here. They're mixing up their personnel groupings with different looks with the tight ends. Also, you're seeing Josh Allen not trying to force the ball downfield. They've been able to run the ball. Miami's sitting back in coverage and able to check it, just take what the defense is giving him, throwing that ball underneath for first downs.
Now Ty Johnson comes in and running back. And Reggie Gilliam comes in at fullback. Play clock at 2. Johnson gets to the 20. So not only do they have the 3 tight ends, they have a fullback on top of it.
Well, Joe Brady, the offensive coordinator,
That's 1 yard gain.
You know, I really feel that
Joe Brady, Bills offensive coordinator.
that offensive coordinator in the NFL. I think if the Bills stay healthy and Josh Allen has another MVP type of season, a lot of people are going to start to look at Joe Brady. Some guys have that look and feel and sound of a head coach, but Joe Brady is that kind of guy. So he's going to do everything he can tonight to mix up the looks.
Yep.
On the empty one.
Yeah. They went from tight to 5 receivers in this pattern. Allen throws from the
Pass is caught. And it's a Bills touchdown. Yes. Caught by Kincaid. Dalton Kincaid got touchdown.
Well, that didn't take long. 85 yards, 7 plays.
Now watch how he brings Kincaid back. Kincaid, well, he thinks he's going to keep going upfield. Instead, the ball brings him back. Actually, right there, he just out in front of him to be able to make the catch sure-handed. They missed him last year with that knee injury. Looks like he's back feeling much, much better to go along with Knox and Halls with those 3 tight ends.
Matt Prater took the game-winning field goal against Portland.
Made the extra point. Elvis the second yacha and pitcher break. We are back live on Dolphins with the Bills game. Dolphins gets the ball.
So each team scoring on its first drive. Malik Washington across the 30, stopped at the 33.
Well, what an amazing job here.
But flag is down.
They came out and really leaned on that offensive line, which we had some questions about, but it was a good mix. Some quick throws and able to run the football.
Ready to return. The illegal block in the back, number 3 of the receiving team.
Yes!
This is what we were talking about. We came in this short week. How's Tua going to handle this? More importantly, how's the offensive line? The amount of time that he has there. They're going to check that down to Achane, and he's able to have an escort out.
Looks like an illegal block in the back is going to be got called against the Dolphins.
That slow starts against the Colts and the Patriots. 15 yards against the Colts, 18 against the Patriots. And the first drive, they had 52 yards and a touchdown. So we'll see if they can follow that great drive up here. Backed up, obviously, after that penalty.
Tua in the pistol. Quick throw.
The pass is incomplete.
Quite a lot at the outset tonight. Last week as well, second-year guy out of Virginia.
Expect the Bills to kind of mix some things up. They were unable to pressure and affect Tua, get him off of his rhythm. He had plenty of time back there. Their hope tonight was to be able to play coverage and make Tua hold the ball and allow the edge pressure of Russo and Bosa to be able to get home when he drops back to throw.
Clogged up the middle, making the throw to the outside. Running into traffic, moving ahead for 5 is Achane. In his 3rd year at Texas A&M. Down in 5 now. With an offense.
It's a 5-yard gain on the play. 3rd down and 5.
And the Bills going to bring pressure. They're going to rely on their edge to get there. See how the Dolphins on this big 3rd down here can get to enough time because I think they have confidence that their receivers can win.
He looks across that line. He sees Joey Bosa, who's off to a great start this year. Now the Bills pack the line. 3rd and 5.
Uh-oh, football.
Tua has trouble holding.
He did not get the first down.
Pick up a couple. Cam Lewis stops him there, and it's 4th down.
They walked everybody.
They're going to go for the punt.
They're going to blitz. They're going to sit it back. They showed it, and I think it may have affected Tua in his eyes. He's starting to peek and maybe starting to look at Bernard, and are they going to come? Are they dropping? Remember, it's a shotgun snap. He's looking at the ball, also trying to get a feel of whether or not that pressure is coming, and I can see his eyes kind of starting to look up. Affected him getting able to secure the football, so he's had to eat it.
Great call, exactly. Here's Bailey's kick. It's a good one. Pulled into the 23-yard line. Codrington.
Buffalo gets the ball.
The 37-yard line with 2:24 after his 56-yard punt and a 14-yard return.
Don't miss a second action and picture break.
First, second, and 1.
We are back live on Dolphins with the Bills game. Buffalo gets the ball.
Since 1973, Bills came into the American Football League as an original franchise back in 1960 in War Memorial Stadium. Start this drive, hand off here, another big hole, and another nice run for James Cook. Fourth year out of Georgia, picks up a total here of 9 yards, second and 1.
That's old school football.
It's a 9-yard gain on the play. Second down and 1.
It gets overlooked because we talk so much about the 3 tight ends, but when you have these many pieces at your disposal as an offensive coordinator, you got a quarterback that can handle it, whether you go heavy or you spread them out, you do anything in between. It puts so much on a defense to deal with, especially when you got a short week to try to prep.
Todd Johnson in it running. And this time,
And it's a first down. Yes.
picks up the first down and a few more as he gets taken down at the bench. That's a gain there of 11 yards with a minute and a half to go in the quarter.
Jet sweep here to get him out on the edge from left to right. Watch the 2 tight ends on our right. Watch how quickly they're able to get outside and outflank this defense. And again, you look at the totality of this offense and how they attack. It's stretching you outside with plays like this. It's the interior run with James Cook, and then it's the play action pass game, and all the different looks and the motions and the different personnel groupings.
Cook back in, take the hand, fire the
Pass is caught. Yes. Caught by Kincaid.
You're a linebacker, your eyes are in this backfield, and you're worried about that run of the football with James Cook. If they are, I got to get downhill and make a play. Nope, they're not. Great. Now it's play action. They're going to go behind me. So right now the Bills just one step ahead of this Miami Dolphins defense.
About 11 in the quarter. First down from the 31-yard line. Palmer moving. The toss back here to Todd Johnson. The ex-Jet and Lion picks up about 4, second down and 6. Tackled there by Ashton Davis. Could be the final play of the quarter.
I think the tough thing for Miami.
Anthony Weaver, Dolphins defensive coordinator.
As 11. And if you look at the tape these first 2 weeks, they look like a team that has not played inspired football. Tonight, that's what they're trying to do. Play with some effort, play together.
Second down 6. 1-yard gain on the play. Now take us to the end of quarter number 1.
Second down and 6 for Buffalo starting the second quarter. And this time Cook keeps those legs driving. He turns a 1-yard gain into about a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, he is a tough runner. We talked a lot about over the years Josh Allen, how he changed his throwing mechanics from his rookie year. You can see the shoulder where he really more all arm to now working with Chris Hess, and he's an expert in biomechanics, and now it's more about creating force and power from the ground up, sequencing with the hips, and really the hand and the arm is just kind of a GPS.
It's third down and 2.
His accuracy is so much better over these last 3 or 4 years. It changed for him in 2020. That was the game changer, and he points to Chris Hess for helping him do that.
Third and 2. Here's Cook. That's it.
That brings up the first down. Yes.
It's so simple with those swings in many ways. I mean, Allen has taken a
athletics, and he is addicted to it. And he is, as you mentioned, a big golfer. I know you and him are often trying to play together in the summer, and he talked about, it's exactly anything that's rotational, whether you're swinging a bat, a pitcher, a forehand, a golfer. Everybody is now wants to train in these last 45 years.
He's looking for a much better game than this game, trust me.
5 seconds left on the play clock.
That's about all. To the 18-yard line. Allen to the end.
Going deep, and it's incomplete.
And that time it's Kincaid who couldn't hold on. Covered by Ashton Davis, almost had his second TD of the night.
And it's the matchups. We keep talking about these tight ends. They want to get the tight ends matched up against a safety where he's got a big advantage with the size. And Kincaid really has wide receiver skills. Pretty good job of Davis here, not giving up on the play. Look at the accuracy, but Davis got that left hand in there at the end to be able to knock that football away. Really good effort there by the safety.
Second down and 10.
Second down and 10 now. That's Allen's first incompletion. He's 4 out of 5 for 46 yards. Gets it away quick.
Caught by...
To the 10, looking for the first down. Comes up a little short. Khalil Shakir.
Let's see, caught by...
Sets up a third down and 2.
I can't remember his name.
That's been the motto of this offense. Steph Diggs moved on. They really don't have that superstar at receiver.
Back with up a 5-yard gain. It's third down and 2.
One guy the ball. They let the offense and the defense dictate who's going to be open, and they find the open man, and that's who he's going to throw the ball to.
Similar to what we saw with the Packers last week. Who's number 1? Who knows? Got 8 or 9 guys who can catch it.
Pass is caught, and it's a first and goal.
This is what they want to see from him. We saw this in the fourth quarter against Baltimore. Look at the strength there. That's what you want to see. I mean, he's a big body at 6'4", 215 pounds. A quick throw just to get it out there with soft corner coverage. And a great job of being able to use the hands and the strength to be able to secure that football to give him this first and goal.
10th play of this drive. First and goal.
Timeout called by Josh Allen. Timeout called by Josh Allen.
And a nice little...
You're just thinking about one thing. Can we get to February? First and goal.
Zach Anderson, they go that jumbo look, a little heavy to the left here.
Off the fake. Rolling. He can run when he has to.
In the end zone, it's a touchdown. Ow. Ow. Yes.
Rolling against the grain. Could he run? Saw that it was better off to try to flip it, which he does for the touchdown.
He gets outside there, you know what this guy can do with his feet and take it off and run. There's Hollis, by the way, in motion. He'll go back and then work his way back the other way. And then if 17 gets out there on the edge, you better look out. You better get ready. And then he just does Brett Favre, a little flick there and a nice little touchdown pass there. The awareness and the understanding of coverage, he baited that defense to be able to get that flick there to the touchdown.
Who is Jackson Hosel? Pro Football Focus.
And the extra point is good.
I bet ain't nobody see.
And how
And Miami gets the ball.
Picked off to the way back from the 5-yard line by Eskridge. Well, after that Keeley report in the booth right now, Ohio State, Ding Dong School, Arizona State, and beyond. So we were talking to McDaniel the other day. He's kind of quirky and idiosyncratic, we know that. So he was talking about, or I asked him about his playing career at Yale. What was the highlight? He said on the sideline, interrupting. Perfect.
Could not have scripted that any better.
185-pound wide receiver for the Bulldogs.
It's first down and 10.
Gordon is the running back as they start this drive. to the 26-yard line. To a roll.
Blitz.
Looking, throwing alongside.
And pass is incomplete.
The Dolphins bench at chase by Joey Bosa, who after 9 years with the Chargers comes here for his 10th season.
They started so well, had such good rhythm with that opening drive. See how Tua and this offense can respond. Remember, Tua himself didn't have a great second drive. Dropped that third down snap. He took his eyes off the football. And they're going to have a hard time stopping Josh Allen. Every possession counts for Tua in this Dolphins offense.
Tua 4 out of 6 for 29. Short drop.
Pass is caught.
After a gain of 1. Tavarius White, Terrell Bernard are both there.
The difference in that opening drive and what you've seen here in the last couple is them drinking.
1 yard gain and it's 3rd down and 9.
Trying to affect him, not let him have time like he did on that opening drive. And especially when they get the 3rd down, this is where they like to get creative.
3rd and 9. Crowder pull through. Tua in the pocket. Flush. Eyes downfield. Throws on the sideline, and that is incomplete.
He did not get the first down. They're going to go for the punt.
Eric Johnson breaks it up. 4th down.
Entire focus this week for the Bills is we've got to get Tua off his spot. He's not as effective on the move. He just doesn't have that X factor like Josh Allen and some of the others. Not his strength. And this time he gives his receiver a shot, but good job of flushing him and good tight coverage downfield.
Bailey's second punt. His first was 56. It's almost blocked. Gets it away. Fair catch is called for. And Mays covered it. Goes to the ground at the 28-yard line. 10:44 left in the first half. Buffalo up by 7.
Bills gets the ball.
And flavor is first and foremost when we create.
Touchdown passes to go with 5 rushing TDs. So it's been all Buffalo. We go back though to the 1970s when Miami won the
tight.
That's called being in the zone and feeling good right now.
Totally. Allen at the 27-yard line to start this drive. He is 7 of 8 for 64 yards. Off the fake to the outside goes the pass. And Shakir picks up about 6 before he is slung down. So Kurt, back in the 70s when Miami had the great teams, the undefeated team won 2 Super Bowls. They were for the decade 20-0 against Buffalo. Wow. Threw a bagel at them.
Wow. It's called payback.
Yes,
It's called payback with Josh Allen.
It's a 6-yard gain on the play. 2nd down 4.
He's talking about trying to pressure, trying to get to rather offensive staff, trying to talk about trying to help Tua and give him some time. I love how they get under center. You don't see a ton of this throughout the league. This is 11th snap under center already.
2nd and 4. Very common stop.
And that brings up a 1st down. Yes.
Inside the 45-yard line. What a night already. 7 carries for 74 yards for number 4.
This is giving Miami some of their own medicine. Going to our right, offense is left. This is outside zone play. Good job there by Shavers, the receiver that comes in to block. Great job by Halls, the blocking tight end. Deion Dawkins, the left tackle there, 73. And a great field by James Cook. Just kind of being patient, setting it up, and then accelerating once he hits that crease.
Now Ray Davis in at running back.
Pass is ruled incomplete.
There for Davis, that's incomplete. Harold Dotson covering on the goal for 2nd down.
Again, that's just a quarterback that feels and sees it. You know, that time he took off, stepped up into the pocket as a threat to run, but with his vision, you just never know. You know, as a defender, you better stay plastered on every single receiver that's downfield. This time it's Davis the back. Because you might get another flip like that. Heck of a play by Dotson to keep that ball away from getting to Davis.
Quick pass here.
Pass is caught by Coleman.
Shy of the first down. Allen has started 9 of 11 now for 79 yards. 2 touchdowns. It's 3rd and 1.
We've talked this entire first half about Joe Brady and the mixing up the different looks and getting different personnel groupings in. The reason I bring up under center is I think that's another piece to what he likes to do, because you get James Cook back there basically dotting an I, running downhill, and then they work so well, play action, kind of marrying that look with play action with Josh Allen.
Go down to 2.
Off the fake.
Pass is caught by Simmons. Yes. By Shavers. Yes.
Brady's going to have so much fun with all these toys to work with, the tight ends and 3 running backs, and of course Josh Allen.
Yeah, and he sees it before it happens. They use motion as an indicator. So he already knows that Shavers is going to be freed out in the flat. So that's why he doesn't even finish his drop. He's already trying to get the ball out there to be able to get the ball to Shavers, because he knows he's going to outflank this defense. They motioned, they saw the response and how the defense with the rookie Marshall goes with him. And it's like a little bit of a screen, a little bit of a kick to be able to get him out in space out there to the flat. But again, just the awareness, the vision, the 8 years of experience. He knew before he got the ball in his hands from the snap.
And it looks like we're going to have an injury timeout. We'll be back in about a few minutes.
And
Yes. And now you got Jason Marshall reaching for his hamstring. He's out. Trying to find anybody to play corner right now.
This is a new secondary. If you go back to where they were a year ago, even if they had everybody in lineup, they'd still be breaking in a new group.
Pass is caught.
Taken down there by Ashton Davis after a short game. Get it 2, 2nd and 8.
Another Dolphin player down.
Uh-oh, we have another injury timeout, so we're going to take a few minutes right after this.
Left shoulder got him right in the chest.
That means Ethan Bonner.
It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8.
Free agent out of Stanford.
And he's been dealing with a hammy himself.
Yeah, first time he's been active this season. Game 3.
And you're going against Josh Allen. These weapons. With these corners.
But, well, breaks that first tackle. Got away from Jalen Phillips. And as he crossed the line, we're halfway through the quarter. It's going to be 3rd down and 8 as Marshall goes back to the locker room.
The strength of this
Marshall's hurt, and Marshall's going back to the locker room for injury.
Healthy after what he dealt with in 23 with the Achilles and 24 last year with the knee. And on the other side, Bradley Chubb, who's dealt with some injuries. But when they're healthy, they got to win on the outside for this defense, especially right here.
Yeah, decent news is Jack Jones was out for only 1 play. Allen in the pocket. Allen under pressure. Allen's going to be there.
And Josh Allen is sacked. It's either field goal or punt.
That's you. We just talked about, like, if they're gonna be able to slow down Josh Allen,
They're gonna go for the field goal.
And here, and the fact that they're getting healthier, these guys as a tandem when they rush them both. It's one thing you slide one way. Here, you got Dawkins on an island and Brown on the other side. 2 very talented tackles, but Chubb able to get home.
Yeah, Chubb now has a sack in every game. That's 3 for the season.
Oh, Dad's calling me, bring in the recycling can. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. I had to take the recycling can in. So let's continue.
Prater now, a 39-yard field goal attempt.
This is the 39-yard field goal attempt.
And that can be
No, he missed it. Kick is no good.
Taylor Rooks and Richard Sherman. It's like pros, don't they? Meanwhile, Prater was anything but a pro in this one. This is like 10 miles.
In the hole, and you and I have never golfed together. I told you I'm terrible. I'd make you feel good about your game. So you need to play with me to make you get your confidence up. But that was just a miss. The operation was perfect. Snap, hole. He had the big kick against Baltimore. Great career. But he gets the Dolphins.
The Dolphins gets the ball.
Exactly what Miami needed is Tua goes back and nothing happening downfield, so he has to swing it to the outside. Achane will get wrestled down. Or stopped anyway after a gain of about 3.
You lose 2 in the end. The Dolphins took the ball in their opening drive, and boy, they were in sync. They had a little bit of everything going. They gave Tua some time. They were able to control the line of scrimmage with this offensive line, despite the injuries and the inexperience up front. And they really just moved the ball after a big kickoff return right down the field and jumped out to a 7-0 lead. And since then, the Bills have adjusted and brought more pressure, and the Dolphins have not been able to respond back.
2-yard gain, second down and 8.
Achane keep it on the ground, fighting. Comes up about 2 yards shy of the first. Tackled there by Tre'Davious White. Good to see him back. Long-time Bill. Had an Achilles. Had surgery. A couple of teams played with the Rams last year for a while. Back here.
And his teammates loved it. He was part of
7-yard gain on play and third down and 1.
years ago. Now in his 9th year in the league. Darren Dawkins, Josh Allen, a lot of the Bills excited to have him back. Big play here for this Dolphins offense.
Third down and 1.
And it's a Miami first down.
Ollie Gordon, who was the big guy on that first drive, scored the touchdown. He picks up the first. Clock keeps running 4.5 to the half.
That's rookie against rookie there. What a job at 225 pounds. He was met right at the line of scrimmage by Walker, the rookie out of Kentucky, and he's able to shake through that arm tackle and pick up just enough for that first down. What a great addition. All the speed that they have all over this offense to bring in a big thumper like that to get those tough yards.
6'2", 225, got a great preseason. Now through the middle. Achane. Tua to this point has only thrown 9 times with 32 yards, or averaging only 3 yards per pass.
This is an offense. We all know about Mike McDaniel, his time in San Francisco with Kyle Shanahan. And they've got to be able to run the football.
And it's a 4-yard gain on the play. Second down, 6.
They're not going to be in a situation where Tua, like the first 2 weeks, is just constantly throwing. That's why they, even though they're down 7, stick to the game plan, stick to your guns, your identity. Run the ball and set up that play action.
Fake toss. And into the outside. Look out. Achane pays the price. Shaq Thompson, who's been doing that sort of stuff for 11 years in the league. Third down.
Now, Shaq Thompson, with his experience, he knew that Alec Ingold is the escort. Ingold matched up one-on-one here. It's a foot race. He's got to be able to get out to the outside and then be able to finish the play off. But it was because he was able to have that peripheral vision on that blocker, allowed him to get outside of him and have
Loss of 6 on plays, third down, 12.
Every time Tua looks down the middle, nobody's open. Flush out again.
Blitz.
Down the sideline.
And pass is caught by Hill, and it's a first down.
Hill makes the catch, keeps the drive alive with 2.5 to the half.
It's a heck of a job, obviously, on the backside by Tyreek Hill, helping out his quarterback. We know about his ability to make plays in space. Here he's just trying to say, hey, I'm in your vision. I got this. And then he goes way up to climb the ladder to make that play. And how about Tua against that corner blitz? Broke contain, then kick his eyes downfield and eventually look backside and finds Tyreek Hill.
2-minute.
That'll take us to a 2-minute warning. Don't miss a second, yeah, it's a break.
Looks like you guys had a hell of a day.
First and 10. That pass is broken up by White.
Pass is incomplete.
His ninth season of the year. League last year went to the Rams with Baltimore. Comes back home here.
And you see Achane out there to the outside. Gives you an idea of what kind of skill set he has as a running back to the line up as a receiver. They want to move him around. Heck of a job of getting his arm and putting that left arm on the back or on the body. Work the right arm around him and knock that ball away by the veteran White.
Second and 10. Tua trying to get it downfield.
It's incomplete, it's third down.
Third and 10 with 1:48 left.
They rush four that time, sit back in zone, all the eyes in that back seven on Tua. So the pressure there able to affect Tua, made him very, very uncomfortable. You can see him lean over, turn left and turn right, and eventually just get rid of the ball. Gotta be careful here with 148. Josh Allen as good as any quarterback in the NFL in 2-minute offense.
Crowd pumped up for this third down.
Pass is caught by Hill again. And it's another first down by Hill again.
Third and 10, Tyreek Hill comes to the rescue.
Two plays on this drive where Tyreek Hill just does things you just don't see very many players be able to make. The third down conversion where he helps out, finds a soft spot in the zone, and his quarterback's running for his life. And then here, the yards after the catch, where they had him completely, they had leverage on him, the outside on both sides, and he's able to still stop and go and outrun that defense to get those first down yards.
Spin around it, moving the sticks. Take it down to a minute.
Work that clock if you're Tua.
Gordon in the backfield. They give it to him. Gordon picks up about 5. Clock still running. Miami has all of its timeouts, as does Buffalo, and the Bills, I think, have decided to use it here.
Buffalo's thinking about trying to get the ball back to Josh Allen.
Exactly.
The timeout is called by Bills head coach.
So 55 seconds. Last two drives, 2 quick 3-and-outs. This drive, 10 plays, 48 yards, and it's consumed over 5 minutes.
And ideally, if you're Miami, you're thinking about points. Make the Bills burn all their timeouts. You want to try to get points with under 20 seconds to go. So Josh Allen doesn't have any time.
Buffalo has 1 timeout remaining. Tua to the outside. A-Train, nothing happened. He wants to stay in bounds, and he
That'll take us to another timeout.
used that last timeout. Third down.
The Bills head coach is going to take his final timeout.
Why isn't Miami the one using their timeouts? Because they're smart. They know who they're going up against tonight in Josh Allen. And that's why Sean McDermott is thinking, hey, we want to try to give our guy time. If we get him off the field here, make him kick a field goal, we're going to be able to give him maybe 35, 40 seconds to work with. Bills get the ball again to start this second half, maybe third.
Exactly. They want to get the 2 for 1. So 47 seconds. A running play will get a first down. We'll take them down to the middle. Take the timeout and at least get the field goal. Let's see what they got in store here. Tua stepping up, avoids the sack. He's going to run.
Now take us now bring us to another first down by Tagovailoa.
You got a first down. Now you want to take your own time out here. They let the clock out.
That might get it. And now, how about Tua there? Again, not the most comfortable when it comes to getting out of pressure and creating. But he's out here coming.
Now take us to the first time out by Mike McDaniel.
Downfield. They're playing zone. They got eyes on him. He still was able to find enough room there. It shows that he's got enough speed to be able to get the first down. Good feel. Didn't force it. Didn't try to force it into one of his receivers like he's done a couple times, especially in Indy week 1. And then he slides to avoid that big collision. And they get the timeout and into the first down. Great job there.
They look on several levels, and if he gets sacked, I mean, they're still in field goal range, but a lot longer field goal. Now it's a different story. Half a minute. They have 2 timeouts at the 17. Achane, the running back. Tua hit from behind as he throws, and then at the time.
That is more incomplete.
Connor's hands. Looks at the reference. They did make the grab. They say no. Bosa put the heat on. 2nd and 10.
You know, initially, he got his arms underneath the football. That ball didn't skip to him. He got his arms under the ball, but it must have gone through and then hit right there. If he keeps his elbows together, that's a catch, but instead it slid right through. Terry, in our picture here, up here in the booth, waving incomplete. He agrees with us and the officials. That ball went right through his arms.
This is the 14th play of this drive. 2nd and 10. Achane to about the 10-yard line. Take a timeout here. Dorian Williams makes that tackle. We still have 1 remaining with 17 ticks.
Now, I don't know if they're going to score a touchdown here.
And another timeout called by Mike McDaniel.
On the 2 third downs, they've been able to work the clock down. When you go back to where this drive started and how it's played out, this is about as perfect of a drive as you can hope for through Mike McDaniel. Now it's just a matter of what he told us on our Zoom. We get down here, we've got to score touchdowns because they know 17 Blues on the other side and how tough he is to stop for this Miami defense.
On this drive, there's Stephen Ross, the owner of the team, chairman of the board. Miami on this drive, 4 for 4 on 3rd down. 3rd and 3. Hill is in the backfield this time. Tua will throw it to him. Tyreek Hill.
Now, but it's another first down for the Dolphins.
Last time out. It's going to make it 1st and goal.
3 shots to get a touchdown.
By getting the ball to your playmaker, as you mentioned, out of the backfield, and because he's so sudden, even though the Bills are trying to force him back inside to make them use that last time out, he's able to not only pick up that first down, but with the speed and awareness, able to get out of bounds now to the 3-yard line.
5 runs, 10 passes on this thus far 15-yard drive.
And with that timeout, you can still run the ball.
So it throws, and
As another touchdown by the Dolphins.
Jalen Waddle, his first catch of the night.
Jalen Waddle.
And the Dolphins, who were in dire straits not long ago, looking like Buffalo was on their way to a touchdown and maybe a 2-possession lead, able to get the stop, miss field goal, and down the field they go, 71 yards.
And that missed field goal, I think, gave them some life, but then it was still up to the offense to put a productive drive together here, knowing that they had to put points up on the board and had to convert. And they were able to execute. Look at 8 seconds left. Could not have been, as we said, any better for Mike McDaniel. What's interesting to me, I mentioned they can still run the ball. I think Tua saw the look that he wanted because look at this matchup right here and look at the cushion Tre'Davious White ends up giving Waddle at the line of scrimmage. Kind of sinking in coverage, which is surprising. Makes it really easy for Tua just to flip it out there with that soft coverage where Waddle's able to make that play and get down to the touchdown. We got to go all the way back to the 3rd down where they blitzed the corner. This kept the drive alive where he scrambled, which isn't his game, looked backside and finds Tyreek Hill in the soft spot, the zone. And here's Hill again, yards after the catch, where they had him leveraged and he outran the defense. So what a drive. It's a team that's 0-2. Own fans doubting them. Signs over their own stadium about firing the head coach. And in a short week, in a tough environment, in a divisional matchup, every reason to give up. And instead, they fight back to get it to 14-0.
To tie the game with 8 seconds, Waddle, who was on the injury list this week with a shoulder injury. He's one of the key guys on that drive. The kickoff to the end zone. They're going to run it out. And out past the 25 to the 30 goes Codrington. Clock stops at 2 seconds. Winning play for Movie Night Prime Video. Watch family favorites like How to Train Your Dragon, The Bad Guys 2, and Superman, available to rent or buy on Prime Video. Great night, 66 degrees.
That wasn't our hotel back there.
No, sir. No. We were out in the suburbs. I can spot a hotel miles.
That'll take us to the end of the first half. And Bills gets the ball.
Kincaid in motion. He just threw him back.
Going to run it out. And out past the
infection or asthma. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Talk to your EOE specialist about Dupixent.
Johnson set up at the goal line. 66-degree night. Up the field at the 9-yard line. Codrington to the 40. To Kaylee moments ago.
Mike, you told us that tonight would require your team's best football. How do you characterize what they've done for 1 half?
So far, so good, but it's meaningless without another half. We have a lot of football to play and a lot of execution.
What is the priority for your defense?
You're playing one of the best players in the league. You got to be disciplined. You got to make him earn every yard. And if he gives you an op to take it away, you got to take advantage of it. Thank you.
Well, they made him earn every yard on that last drive, and then they stopped him on the errant field goal. James Cook starts this drive here. Cook has now carried 9 times for 74 yards this evening.
I like to see this just to start the second half. First play, just kind of get things going here. Bang! Just sending a message there by Butler, 91, Matthew Butler.
1 yard gain at second down and 9.
Against the run, and a big part of it is that right, John, plays like that, getting leverage, and there's Kincaid in motion. He just threw him back.
Allen fires. That's caught. But stopped at the 46-yard line. Ian Coleman. Make it 3rd down and 2 for Buffalo.
Josh Allen has had a pretty good pocket most of the night. In fact, only been pressured 1 time tonight. That's when Bradley Chubb came up with that big 3rd down sack to force the field goal that they eventually missed. But for the most part, he's been back there and able to survey this Dolphins.
It's a 7-yard gain at 3rd down and 1.
Ty Johnson in the backfield. Protected well.
And that's caught for Bills. First down is caught by Johnson. But flag is down.
That is the referee.
Let's see what the call is.
And the call is
illegal contact, number 29 defense.
Yes! Looks like the penalty is going to be called against Miami.
Here, they're able to leak him out. He's checking for the potential blitz, and 20 there, Brooks. But Brooks ends up taking the man coverage. And To Josh Allen, it's probably the area he's grown, one of the areas he's grown the most. He's taken it off a little bit of that touch ball, a little simple routine throw instead of putting a lot of heat on it. Just a little touch ball, easy completion.
First down.
Pass is caught. And it's a Buffalo first down, caught by Shakir.
Josh Allen sees everything, but he sees his pressure right here, and he says, okay, no problem. Let's get the ball out. Right where that blitz came from. Big space.
So no huddle here. Allen flushed out. Pump fakes, throws.
Flag is down. Let's see what the call is.
Another flag here.
And left tackle Dawkins holding Bradley Chubb again, working to go by him the way he did with that sack. All Dawkins could do is grab onto him.
Holding number 73 offense.
And look, it's going to be a hold against Buffalo.
You know, to get a job as a referee, you have to have great guns.
Hawkins got hold.
This is like the old dead hockey league. This Terry McCauley shaking his
Well, he's always in the gym pumping iron.
But of course.
You got to live up to that reputation that it started years ago.
You have to.
And then you got to go with a tight shirt. That's medium.
Very important.
Yeah.
No matter what the temperature is. Tonight is perfect. We'd love doing that in December here. First and 20. He steps up. He's going to take off. Inside the 30.
Slides it down. Well, it was short at the first down. Uh-oh, we got a fight going on.
They play man coverage here, but they spy with Tyrell Dodson. But he falls for that kind of a ball fake there. We've seen him flip it a couple of times.
Kincaid and Rasul Douglas were the early combatants in that skirmish.
See Josh Allen there defending his guys, upset there at the end of this play. Dodson eventually catches up to him. He's giving up on a play. Dodson finishes. Kincaid didn't like that at all.
Dodson and Kincaid. Now second down and 1 from the 20. First down.
And it's a Buffalo first down. Three shots to get a touchdown.
Really good job out in front of this play by two of the receivers. Shakir does a good job. You also see Elijah Moore, 10 and 18. How about that arm angle? A little flip there by Josh Allen. And Kincaid with the speed almost takes it to the end zone, but two great blocks out in front there to spring it loose.
Fitzpatrick. Pittsburgh first down and goal now. Back to Miami. Pittsburgh. Allen. Fakes. Second down. For a loss of 2. And a flag comes out of the end.
Oh, we got a fight going on. Flag is down.
And then they make a midway. And the play stopped. He's the leader in the middle of his defense. But he takes it too far. It's the second time on this series. They hit Josh Allen late.
Unnecessary roughness, number 20 in the defense.
Yes! Brooks got unnecessary roughness penalty.
You see a defense be aggressive, but you got to be smart to come up with a pick and a stop. And now the play's over, and you take it down right in front of the official.
So a second and goal, first and goal now. The ball at the 2-yard line. And in the center. Look is the back.
And it's a touchdown, yes. James Cook.
Right side of the offensive line. Spencer Brown at right tackle. And this rookie, Jack Mason is a great blocker, but as you said, Al, made it look very, very easy on that right side, opening up, and Cook just walks in for the touchdown.
Cook, 10 carries, 76 yards. Matt Prater for the extra point. Bangs that one through. So that drive opens up the second half. 4 minutes, 37 seconds to it. Kickoff here fielded at the 3-yard line. Malik Washington. That's away from.
This was taken by Washington.
Meanwhile, so we come in here, we think, oh, we're going to get a rout, but it was quite a drive by the Dolphins at the end of the first half.
It was, and it was the missed field goal before that, too, that was the big deal. I was sitting down there debating with Sherm. They're sitting back and only rushing 4 the whole time. No blitz, and why aren't you coming after him? He said, that's exactly what's got to happen. They got to miss a field goal. We got to get a sack on 3rd down because they're depleted on defense.
No doubt, back end, especially Bradley Chubb. If Miami can hang around, that's definitely a play to remember.
From the 29-yard line. To the outside goes this pass, but that's Waddle who gets smothered right away by Tre'Davious White. You've been in this situation before. Miami comes in, big underdog, a lot of stuff going on, the coach is on the hot seat. What are you trying to think about as a collective unit at that point? What are you trying to do?
It's a loss of 3, second down, 13.
Waddle scored that touchdown last week. There was no celebration. He busted out the Waddle this week, which is important for team morale.
Second down, 13, keep it on the ground. A couple, 3rd and long. A-Chain stop there.
Yeah, it becomes a lot about vibes for these guys. They start watching body language, making sure that the guys are coming in and out of the huddle. They're doing fast transitions with the substitutions. Because as a quarterback, and you saw Tua competitively make some.
It's a gain of 2, it's still down to 11.
You and your urgency in this situation.
Let's see if he can keep this drive alive. He had 4 third down conversions on the touchdown drive. They don't want to give up the touchdown to start the second half, then go 3 and out quickly. They're facing that possible dilemma here, 3rd and 11. As time goes.
It's going deep. It's incomplete, and he did not get the first down.
4th down.
They're going to go for punt.
With Tua, you see a man, looks like Taylor Rapp possibly made a play on the ball.
Got injured play on the field. We'll be back after this.
Thursday
night football, Seahawks with the Cardinals next week, Thursday.
Hot start at 2-0, that's next week. Kickoff at 8:50 Eastern. The following week, we got the 49ers at the Rams. So for the next 2 weeks, we'll see the whole NFC West on Thursday Night Football.
Good travel for Mr. Michaels and company living out west.
Yeah, you on the other hand.
Not so much.
Doing 87 games. So 4th down, here's the punt. Good one.
Oh, the ball's dropped.
Covered by Codrington. Almost a disaster for the Bills. Was able to recover.
Well, that's the break that Miami was looking for. If you're going to come on the road and try to win a game like this, you got to try to come up with opportunities to take advantage of a mistake. Bonner's right there and did a good job of getting that football back there. Very close. Codrington able to just get it back.
55-yard punt. 7 himself. Walking off on the sideline. Drive starts at the 20. Allen is 15 of 17 for 147. Nice tackle there coming up. Jack Jones making the stop. Is put across the line of scrimmage.
Jack Jones, known for his ability to cover, but this time on that blitz, gets a good job of getting underneath and then showing some toughness there on 1st and 10. Dolphins roll the dice, and it pays off backside there. Great effort by Jack Jones.
Second down, 10.
1 yard gain and second down 9.
Takes the handoff.
Caught by Moore.
That's covered well as well. Elijah Moore had a big play earlier on. Jack Jones again with the coverage this time. 3rd down and 9 for the Bills.
Back-to-back plays, the Dolphins. Anthony Weaver, the defensive coordinator, dialing it up, bringing some pressure. That time it's Ashton Davis, the safety.
It's a no gain on the play.
Be able to keep their eyes up and be able to push the receiver out of bounds there after a very short game. This is what you need. This is an opportunity on 3rd and 9.
Halfway mark of the 3rd quarter. Bills up by 7. 3rd and 9. Out of a tight formation here. Pass caught. But stopped well shy of the 1st down. They go to goal.
He did not get the 1st down.
So Miami creates a 3-out. It's the ball back.
They did their job. You know, that's exactly what they needed. They had a nice punt, able to flip the field. Instead of giving up Josh Allen some 1st downs and moving the football, they get a 3-and-out to get the ball back to Tua. Let's see what this Dolphins offense can do.
Here comes the punt.
Still with possession here.
So Cameron Johnston comes in to punt. It's Buffalo's 1st punt of the night. Underneath, 25-yard line, Malik Washington. Nice run back here, 12-yard return. And Miami to take over with 6.5 to go in the 3rd. The Bills on top of
the line of scrimmage. It's flying. That average is so tight. Did take a shot last time out to Tyreek Hill. It ended up being an incompletion.
The 20 attempts, 63 total yards. Little flip back here and a nice run for being close to 6 by H.A. You begin to wonder with the offensive line issues for Miami, would McDaniel pull a more conservative game tonight? What do you see so far in that regard?
I think if you look at the different ways to attack as an offense,
That's a 5-yard gain on the play. 2nd down 5.
I think they have had a streamlined short week on the road. 4 new starters up front, still trying to build continuity. So yeah, I think they have had to solidify it tonight, especially on the road in a short week against this defense.
2nd down and 5. Tua stepping up. Deep down the sideline.
Pass is incomplete.
Finally pulled to the ground. And slowly coming back before 3rd and 5.
The important thing here against Benford, he wants to get his hands on you to disrupt the timing. He beats him off the line. Little hole there, but then he just loses his footing there. He keeps his feet because he won at the line of scrimmage. They had a shot there for 1st down.
Crowd again rising as one as we often do. Where the defense faces the 3rd down. Number 31.
A false start.
They left tackle. Well, Buffalo did a timeout there before the false start.
1st charge timeout, Buffalo.
Oh, timeout called by Bills head coach.
Tua comes to the sideline. Here we go.
And just to answer your question a little bit more there, I think Mike McDaniel's calling this game 63 yards. If I said before the game, well, he's going to have 63 yards through the air, 5:47 to go in the 3rd, you'd think game's over, right? But he's calling the game and managing the game, playing complementary football because he's within a possession. He's trying to play smart football.
Yeah, that was a perfectly managed drive, that 16-play drive with the usage of the timeouts and the play clock. Kind of back into the game. Avoids the sack, chased by 3
He
Bills.
did not get the first down.
Basically away down the left sideline. So 4th and 5.
He had exactly what he wanted. He's actually looking at Malik Washington, who's stacked. If you look at Waddle in front, 6 behind in Washington, and look at the eyes of Tua, look at the protection. That ball is out right there. That's a first down. Instead, his eyes are there, his feet are not, and he comes off it.
Jake Bailey to punt now for the 4th time. Averaging 52 yards per boot. Sky high kick. Fielded, fair point. 16 by Codrington. 5.5 to go in the 3rd. Allen back to work. Goes up by 7. Agriculture.
Man, this takes me back.
Time now for Driven for More, presented by Hyundai. So that's the legendary Anchor Bar, home of the original Buffalo Wing, and they are serving up what Josh Allen's cooking. The reigning MVP has thrown or scored a touchdown in every home game since 2020. He's tallied at least 40 total touchdowns in a record 5 straight seasons. And over the last half-decade, Allen has led the league's most prolific offense, averaging nearly 30 points per game. Guys, I'm hungry. Have you had any wings since we got to Buffalo?
Yeah, we've got some in the booth here, kid. Yeah. Come on up.
Of course you do.
Of course we do.
Al's got it all up here in the booth.
Of course. Caviar, you name it. Frog Rock. 1st and 10 now. Allen. Takes off. Think about, with Josh, he comes from a tiny town, Firebaugh, California, population somewhere between 6,000 and 8,000.
4-yard gain on the play, 2nd down 6.
They have a Cantaloupe Festival every summer. He of course has been the Grand Marshal.
Very proud of that.
He said, I was thrilled to get drafted by Buffalo. He said, I was going to be much more comfortable in a smaller town than going to New York or Los Angeles or someplace like that.
Could have handpicked a better spot.
2nd down and 6. And the other thing, too, is he's not the highest paid guy in the league. It's almost like with Tom Brady in a way, you leave some money on the table so you can take care of the back end of the roster.
Yeah. And I think as far as superstars go, what a great teammate. Even though he's the MVP of the league, incredibly humble, incredibly receptive. He talked about how, hey guys, we're in Buffalo, we're hanging out, playing video games together, we're going out to eat together. It really impacts the team and the culture that Sean McDermott is trying to create.
It's a great love affair. He with the town with him. Ty Johnson's back, 3rd down and 2. Dancing, throwing, caught.
That brings up a first down, yes.
Shavers gets that for the first down.
When they have played zone time, he is now 12 of 12 for a touchdown. And here on the 3rd down and short, they sit back, try to keep some eyes on him, and drop, in fact, the defensive lineman there, Sealer, but he's still able, with all that time, able to just find a hole. Shavers does a good job of sitting down in it. There's a first down.
Go. 18 of 20. On a roll. Has time. Looking, and then throwing it out of bounds. 2nd down.
His pass is ruled incomplete at 2nd down 10.
Changing the arm angle there, get it out quickly to Kincaid. A little flip there, a la Brett Favre. And there's the accuracy to be able to get the ball to his tight end, a chance to be able to make the play to get into the end zone. Another ball fake because he flips it and he loves so much. Makes the linebackers aware of that and concerned when he takes off that he might do that. So able to use that ball fake like a big power forward on the breakaway.
2nd and 10. They drop down to 3. Gets it away. Adjusting the pass is incomplete. Coleman Douglas with good coverage on the play. Look at the official said, no, I didn't touch him.
And if you're the Bills and you're Joe Brady and Josh Allen, this is your guy. Like Keon Coleman, even whether it's getting physical over there or not, Keon Coleman's got to become this guy into the boundary that makes that play consistent. 6'4", 215 pounds, ball is strong, it's coming back to it in position. You got to use your hands and make that catch, especially a one-possession game.
Second round pick out of Florida State last year. 3rd and 10. Deep drop. Throws underneath.
Pass is incomplete.
Johnson can't handle it.
He did not get the first down. There were a couple of punts.
In the last 2 games.
You're so right. It's like watching a different team. And we talked in the open about, we don't know what the final score is going to be, but the way they've looked defensively the first couple games, just come out and play as a group and fight. You've been backed into a corner. Let's see what you're made out of. And tell you, considering what they're facing tonight, they played very well to keep them in this game.
And don't forget, they gave up points on the first 10 drives they faced this season. All 7 to 83 last week before they stiffened up. Washington back to the 32-yard line. So Friday nights are for the NWSL on Prime. Tomorrow at 8 Eastern time, the Orlando Pride take on the North Carolina Courage, only on Orion.
We did our game last week with the Commanders and the Packers in Green Bay, and it just felt like Green Bay was up by so much that eventually they would go on to win a game, but we kept looking up at the scoreboard and thinking, man, it's a one-possession game. And here we are a week later in Buffalo, and it feels like Buffalo was very much in command of this game, and yet with 2:58 to go in the third, here's Miami, down 7.
From the 33-yard line to begin this drive. Tua under pressure, flips it.
What?
Achan should have enough for the first down. See where they spot.
He was short at the first down.
By the way, that's out from Karen Johnson.
9 yards there, about a yard short.
Cade is short at the first down.
To catch the ball and then make Johnson miss to be able to pick up those yards after the catch. It's all about tackling in space when you defend the speed of the Miami Dolphins. You might be there, but you got to come up with the tackle.
Second and 1. Breaking the tackle. Gordon.
And
Gordon to the 42-yard line. The rookie looking very good tonight.
Gordon the second got first down. Gordon the second got first down.
A guy that can run between the tackles and do this. Be able to shake off of a would-be tackler and be able to pick up big yards after that. That's not a gain of 1 or 2. Keeps his balance and he's got the speed to show you what he can do.
Ollie Gordon the second got first down.
They can do that kind of thing with power.
Rookie runs.
Let's go way back.
Of course it is. It's me. I'm going way back. Way back machine here.
Ollie Gordon lost some yards for Ollie Gordon and second down to 13.
So see his praises. Of course, the next thing he loses too.
No, second down 12.
Bernard is overlooked as I think one of the top linebackers for what he does for his defense. 8 right in the middle. Watch him get downhill, not allowing the center Aaron Brewer to be able to climb up to that second level. That's textbook tackle. Great job. His instincts are really what separate him. He's not a big linebacker, 6'1", 225 in the middle. But great job and great football IQ.
Second and 12.
Pass is caught by Hill. And flag is down. Let's see what the call is.
Downfield, we saw that earlier. I think it's the rookie, the left guard. Ryan Naya.
Ineligible player downfield.
Looks like we have another ineligible man downfield against Miami. Yeah. Savadia.
Was a big mistake. The left guard, 72 right here. See him working downfield. Meanwhile, the Dolphins defense, the Bills defense, they're going downfield with the speed. They finally get the ball to the tight end, Julian Hill. That's a first down and more. And instead, push him way back, close to midfield, and 2nd and 17.
Making it 2nd down and 17. Can't get out of the tackle of Christian Bedford. Achane stopped there, 3rd on the mile.
That's 2nd down.
And it's a 3-yard gain on the play.
That's one to remember. These first 3 weeks for Miami, it's been a lot of mistakes, right? The first couple weeks especially. Miscues.
Now take us to the end of quarter number 3.
Statue of Liberty on top of the Liberty Building here in Buffalo on Michael's Bertram Street. Bailey Hartung. It's 3rd down and 14. And a little lateral here. Dangerous play, but it's going to work for about 10 yards.
And you did not get the first down.
They waited 14.
It felt like they were calling that play. A little bit of a risk there, throwing all the way across the field to set up this play. Mike McDaniel already knew he's probably, if they were able to execute there, they're probably going to be in a 4th and 4, 4th and 5, and here they are.
Right, 36 yards on 4th down and 4.
They're going to go for it. And Waddle got the first down.
2 big catches tonight. One, of course, went for
And
that goes for
Jalen Waddle got the first down.
One of your fastest receivers against White, who's got some age, coming off some injuries, man-to-man, a little crosser. Just a foot race. You got to outrun him, which he's able to do. Tua in rhythm, great protection. He's able to step up, make an accurate throw, and they're able to overcome the illegal man downfield to keep this drive alive and slow down.
Tua finally gets to 100 yards. On his 26th pass of the night. Keep it on the ground. Big hole through the middle. 1st and goal. Devon Achane. So Achane, the workhorse tonight, carried 9 times, 56 yards. That's 7 for Toki and 14 here.
How about the backside? We talk about the Bills and their job working on the backside. That time they
Now Devon Achane got the first down.
up to the back. Great vision as well.
Good block by Larry Corral.
3 shots to get a touchdown.
Achane again. 2nd and goal.
Now Daniel Brunskill has come into the game. Should mention after Keon Smith doing a heck of a job there. That was a part of that with Borum, as you mentioned, on that backside. He's now in. He's a guy that can play center or guard, and right now is in there. They're using everybody this week on this offensive line with the injuries, and yet here they are, showing a lot of pride, fighting their tails off.
2nd and goal. They're talking 1, 2, back it up, 2 in the end zone, touchdown, Tyreek Hill. Couple of flips.
Tyreek Hill got the touchdown.
What a route by Tyreek Hill. And good patience off that play action by Tua to let him be able to set up Benford on this route. Sells into the inside and it works back to the outside. Meanwhile, Tua, coming off the play action, gets some pressure, throws it off the back foot perfectly where Hill can come down with that touchdown. What a drive.
Riley Patterson to tie the game. And he does. 12-18.
Now, Joe.
And the new touchback rule comes out to the 35-yard line. Brown and Brown.
Well, here we go. I don't know if the Bills or their fans thought it'd be 21-21 with 12-18 to go in the ball game, but This is going to be a great drive. It's going to be fun to see how Josh Allen, who's as confident as any quarterback in this league, responds after Tua just tied this game up.
And the Miami D doing its job tonight, again shredded at Indy. Last week gave up scores on the first 3 drives before they finally settled down, even though they lost the game. Tonight, some big stops. Start with a run. Lots of room.
And that's a first down, yes.
Dante Trillard Jr. making the tackle. Look for a first down.
Spencer Brown, the right tackle, 79, 85 there. You see him.
And James Cook got another first down.
Doesn't take much room at all because of the vision and the acceleration of James Cook. He finds that crease and he is gone.
13 carries, 92 yards.
James Cook again.
So let's take a look at our next gen stats powered by AWS on James Cook. 71 total yards after contact entering this drive, almost 6 yards after contact per carry. You can see at the bottom, 4th most yards and 3rd most average of a career. So this guy is undersized, but
there's no gain on the play.
Really become a complete back over the last couple of years.
71 of the 92 yards. Allen throws.
It's caught by James Cook.
Johnson handles Cook at that point, 3rd down.
Remember now, as much as this offense is capable of doing, Miami's made some adjustments in the second half. The last 2 drives that the Bills have had the ball, this defense has forced them to punt the football, and they got them to a 3rd down again. Jalen Phillips moved inside here.
Elijah Moore on the left side, wide left. Allen looking that way, Allen throwing that way, and that's it.
Pass is incomplete, and he did not get the first down.
Jones with the coverage, 4th down.
Jack Jones, we've seen him make some plays tonight against the run. What I want you to watch is his eyes. Sits back, now he sees the ball about to be thrown. That's when he reacts. And look at him work around with that. His body gets the right arm out in front of the receiver, anticipating that throw because of the down and distance, and is able to knock that away. And Josh Allen says, come on, man, he's on his back. Where's the flag?
No call. 3rd straight punt for the Bills. Cameron Johnson came over from Pittsburgh. Rand Robbins got released. He takes over. Punt. There's with a flag down. And the punt's going to be down at the 2-yard line.
Flag is down.
Making contact.
That's exactly right. He roughed him. He blew him up.
Roughing the kicker, number 92. Roughing the kicker is going to be a 1st down.
Right, running into it would have been a 4th and 2.
Yeah.
No official 1st down.
Blew him up.
Yes! It's going to be called against the Dolphins.
8-year veteran, one of the best players on this defense, blows up the long snapper and tries to make a play. And because of that effort, it cost him. Clearly roughs the punter. And the Bills catch a break.
Terry, you're in compliance with that call, huh?
Zach Sealer got to running into the kicker penalty.
Automatic 15.
Again, the 3rd straight series, they would have had Josh Allen in this offense off the field. And now you're going to give him the football at the 36-yard line in a tie game.
So Miami would have had it in zone 2. It was a heck of a punt to begin with. Cook. He takes it to the 30-yard line. 10 minutes left in regulation.
You know, you have this offense somewhat bottled up, and you just feel like at any moment especially after a break like that. At any moment, they're capable of just, whether it's Cook that hits a crease and goes 30, or they catch you with your eyes in the backfield and they hit play action and hit a tight end. You just feel like, how long can you keep bottling up this offense until something's going to give?
Cook again, cuts it back, gets tripped up, and saved at least for the moment first time. That's Mika Fitzpatrick. Started his career with the Dolphins, went to Pittsburgh, then comes back in the trade. They sent Jalen Ramsey the other way. Johnny Smith as well. 3rd down and 1. Every 3rd down out big. Under 9 to play. Johnson, the 3rd down back.
And it's a first down, yes.
Dolphins were so concerned about Josh Allen and getting upfield that the left side really didn't have anybody to block. He was able to hit that.
Ty Johnson got first down.
Like I said, coming upfield, so they convert. And now down in this red zone area, things get tighter. Josh Allen, typically the ball comes out quicker. Always got to factor in his legs down here, especially in a tight game in the 4th quarter.
Pass is caught by...
4 years there, 8 of 5, 2nd and 5.
He just saw soft coverage on his inside receiver.
Pass is caught by Joshua Palmer.
Real elaborate. Let's just take the easy yards here. Positive yards.
5-yard gain at 2nd down and 5.
They had 9 in the opener against Baltimore. They had 8 last week. Spreading the wealth. 2nd and 5. Outside to Shakir.
That's another, it's a touchdown, yeah. Khalil Shakir.
Responds, corner goes with him, they know what they got, they just get to him quickly, couple blocks, Tim King right there, he's able to seal the edge, and the speed and quickness of Shakir to be able to get upfield after that reception. It's a foot race and an easy touchdown there for the Bills.
Allen now 200 regular season touchdown passes. And the extra point by Prater.
And the extra point is good.
Off the field stuff. That's been the whole career. He was traded in the first place. For the moment, the league investigates and see what happens. Here's the kick. At the 9-yard line. Escrows coming back up the middle to the 38.
I think anybody who's watched this game tonight has been impressed. People wonder what kind of heart, what kind of attitude they show up with tonight from Miami. How about Ollie Gordon? The effort in this last drive to be able to get almost 18 yards after contact. 4th and 4. What a crosser here to Jalen Waddle to keep the drive alive. And then here, the timing off the play action by Tua to find Tyreek Hill for the touchdown that tied it up. That's the last time they had the ball. The Bills obviously taking a lead. And Mike McDaniels called a heck of a game to give his team a chance tonight.
On the 37 on first down. Even a couple will be second down and 8.
And we talked earlier how Tua's not having a game where you're going to look up and say, oh, he's throwing for 350, he's only throwing for 105, but 2 touchdowns, and more importantly, no turnovers, no interceptions, making good decisions, not forcing the ball.
2-yard gain on the play, 2nd down and 8.
Goes downfield and
Pass is incomplete. It's third down and 8.
just over the sharp. So now third down and 8.
That's one of those throws where you're thinking, what happened here? He's late, but the reason he's late is watch the pressure. This is something to miss. Bosa's effort makes him have to reset, and that just little reset makes the ball late and out of bounds to a wide open Tyreek Hill. So a play you might not really pay attention to, but Joey Bosa just made an impact on that second down and long.
Once again, the third down crowd rises as one. Third and 8 to the outside.
Pass is caught by Jalen Waddle. Jalen Waddle.
Fourth down pass keeps this drive going.
And there's the timing there with Tua. Gets back 3 steps in the pocket. The ball is out well before Waddle even gets
Jalen Waddle was caught for a first down.
When Tua's in rhythm and he gets back with his accuracy and you're playing soft like that, that's pitching and catching for Tua with his receivers.
Ball at the 50. 6 minutes left in the fourth. To the outside. H.M. 82 out of bounds. 48-yard line. Second and 8.
A chance to talk with Frank Smith, the offensive coordinator from Miami this week, and he made an interesting point. He said, we want the Bills to feel our speed, meaning our get-off.
It's a 2-yard gain and second down and 8.
And of course, the receivers. He said, yeah, the receivers, but even the offensive line. We want them to feel those first 2 or 3 steps and how it can slow down the defense and how it can impact them and kind of intimidate them. They did a pretty good job on that overall attack.
They've got the speed. Second and 8. Tua throws caught to the 24.
And Tyreek Hill makes the play and it's third down.
There by Shaq Thompson to another big third down. Third and
It's a 4-yard gain, it's third down and 4.
Last time they had the ball, similar area of the field was much longer, third down, and they called a play to get them to the 4th and 3, 4th and 4. So at this point in the game, this is obviously we're out of territory. See what they come up with here on this third down and short. Loudest this stadium's been all night.
9 of 14 are the Dolphins on third down, 1 for 1. And fourth down.
And the timeout is called by Tua Tagovailoa.
This team showed a lot tonight, considering everything that they're facing. See what happens here in these final 4 minutes and 40 seconds.
On the outside, another conversion, and it's Waddle again. Big catch after big catch for him tonight.
And Tyreek Hill is in front of him, forcing Benford to have to respect 10. We know what 10's capable of, so he just trails him. Just sits out there, and safety Bishop a little bit late to get out there. Another well-designed play by McDaniel. Good job of getting the ball out to another playmaker, and nice poise by Tua, who just feels like he's in command tonight in this hostile environment.
5 catches for Waddle, all of them important. Either third down or fourth down or a touchdown. Now, over the left side, goes Ollie Gordon. Looking up 3 or 4. 4.5 to go in regular.
Gordon the second makes the tackle and it's
Daniel, we talked about Tua, we talked about Tyreek Hill. We brought it up a number
4-yard gain and second down and 6.
saying it again. This is an offensive line. Really, the only guy you knew what you had was Aaron Brewer at center. Everybody else is either first-time starter or a very inexperienced player. And let's tip our cap to the way these guys have played tonight as well. I don't know how it's, again, how they're going to finish up, but they played well within the shot here.
For sure. Second and 6. Fake and coming around. Washington trying to get that first down and dives for it. Looks like they're going to walk it just a little bit short. And they do.
Terry Johnson makes that play, even with 2 big linemen out in front. Good job of getting around there, keeping him short of this.
And when it was short for the first down, it's third down and 1.
first down. That's what replay assist looked at right there.
Yeah, clearly. Great job of picking that up as quickly as they did. And how about the effort, by the way, by Malik Washington? You think of another speedster in this offense. But there, he got hit, kept his balance, and then dove to that first down.
It's picked off, yes. It's intercepted by Bernard. Miami Dolphins first turnover of the game.
Watch where his hand looks, and watch how it brings the linebacker over to be able to make this play. His eyes are looking. He looks off to his right, and in doing so, he's trying to move this defender right here outside. He didn't even take into consideration Bernard. When he looked to the outside flat with Achane to move the other linebacker, it was a blind spot. He, for whatever reason, did not see Bernard as he tried to come back to the inside, and Bernard read the eyes along the way, took him right to the throwing lane, and made an easy interception for him because of the eyes of Tua.
Second big play of the season for Bernard, who recovered a Derrick Henry fumble in the opener, leading to Buffalo's miracle win. Meanwhile, on the outside,
And he made the first down by more, yes. The flag is down.
And Buffalo's backing up.
Looks like it's going to be a hold against Buffalo.
10-yard penalty from spot a foul. Replay, first down.
Dalton Kincaid.
There it is right here. At the end, man. This defense has stepped up time and time again. All things considered, I know they've given up 28, but what they were facing with the injuries, done a pretty good job of making some big plays, especially in this second half. Can they do it one more time to give this Miami offense a shot?
First and 20. On the ground. Cook from behind. James Cook. Third down.
And Miami will use a timeout here.
The 17th.
Second-yard timeout. Miami, 30-second timeout.
They got
You set the game clock at 2:49.
2:49. You got one more timeout. You also have the 2-minute
And the
warning.
timeout is called.
Somehow Miami could pull it out. The upcoming schedule, Jets
Yeah.
home
Yeah.
at the Panthers, Chargers. That's a tough one, obviously, in Miami. At Cleveland.
Yeah. I mean,
Not murderer's row. Let's face it.
no, not at all. Not at all. Look at what Buffalo has still coming up on the back end of this Miami game.
And New Orleans comes in here for an afternoon game. They're playing some of the games at night. I was being told the ticket situation for that game is unlike anything they've seen for a while here, because the crowd is so used to having to come here at night, they can't wait to come here in the daytime.
It's second down, 16.
Got to get a stop here on these next two plays.
Second and 16. Allen stepping up, fires, caught.
Pass is caught.
This is inside the 40 to the 35.
It's
There's Elijah Moore. And a touchdown last week was a 30-yard gain. And now they put them between the
It's caught by Elijah Moore.
2-minute warning, and they only have one timeout.
You have two defenders right here, and then watch the safety on the back end. The corner, actually, he clears out. He's headed, they get three defenders deep. There's no one left to be able to make a tackle on an underneath throw. Good vision, good job by Josh Allen of locating Moore. And there's more yards after the catch by the Bills.
They let the clock run down to 2 minutes. Could have taken a timeout on the front side, but don't know what's going on at this point. 2 minutes.
That'll take us to a 2-minute warning.
7. 2 minutes. 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 2 takes its final timeout. Taylor with the player of the game. Everybody eats the Buffalo, meaning they spread it around. Tonight they had 4 different guys run the ball, 9 different guys catch the ball. And the Dolphins showed plenty of grit tonight.
Yeah, it showed a lot, and they heard a lot of noise. They came out, competed. This is, I hate to say you're 0-3 and moral victories and that kind of thing, but it's a team that at least showed that they have a lot ahead of them if they can keep playing the way they did tonight.
Terry Pagula, the owner, CEO, vice president, also runs the Buffalo Sabres of the National Hockey. Hockey season is on the horizon, my boy. 2nd and 7. Look, well, so many of these games in the National Football League come down to it. It's a huge mistake.
And James Cook make the tackle, and it's a 3rd down and.
You hate to put it all on Sealer, but that was just he's trying to make a play. He thinks he can reach and do it. That's a big man going and elevating. Tough to have body control when you're that big. Goes right through the snapper. Thinks he has a shot with that left hand. And just ends up roughing him.
Let's go down at 7.
Another opportunity. They capitalized. They ended up taking the lead.
Sealer with the penalty. And the interception sealed it, no pun intended. But 4th down now. They want to go for the 3 or?
It's a 2-yard gain. They're going to go for it.
We'll have to run a play until there's about 25 seconds remaining.
Next week with Seattle and Arizona be a good one.
Well, Arizona right now 2-0. Arizona going into San Francisco this week.
Yeah.
Seattle with a win in Pittsburgh. 4th and 5, and they'll just run it all the way down and take the delay.
Another timeout called by Bills head coach.
Those went to 4 consecutive Super Bowls, the first one of which was
Now Norwood tries to kick his longest ever on grass, 47 yards. 8 seconds left. No good. Wide right.
I think that's long enough ago that I'm unforgiven.
Yeah, I hope so. Super Bowl was that for you? Is that your first or second?
Second.
Okay.
Yep.
They're going to go for the field goal. If he makes it, then the game is over.
8-yard field goal here to completely wrap it up. Prater. And the count is...
And the game is over. Yes, we won. And it is good to win the game.